Hello, this is George Senda, the real, authentic, official, original, one and only the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, trolls, copyright infringers, haters of Art Bell, haters, or people who think I don't know a breaking news story. I have been following this story almost nonstop since 10 o'clock yesterday morning when I woke up and got the first email on it and sent it to my entire email list, including George Norrie and Richard C. Hoagland and Linda Bolton Howe and others. Now, the power outages have started, and I will quote from ABC News, Channel 7 in San Francisco, who has been following this story all evening and updating the story. More than 20,000 PG&E customers are currently without power as the utility company starts its public safety power shutoffs across several regions of the San Francisco Bay Area early Wednesday morning. The shutdown left 20,000 customers by 1 a.m. powerless in Marin, Napa, Solano, and Sonoma counties early Wednesday, with the most customers affected currently in the Fairfield and Vacaville city areas. According to PG&E's outage website, which, by the way, has crashed most of the day yesterday because the demand was so high for people wanting information. The first outages started in Fairfield at 12:09 a.m., PG&E officials said, and a total of 14,520 customers in the Fairfield-Vacaville areas without power as of 1 a.m. The majority of the outages are in the central to north Fairfield area, with some outages extending into South Vacaville. The city of Sonoma is the next hardest hit, with 3,421 customers without power near the downtown area, an area extending a few miles north on the State Highway 12 corridor starting around 12:29 a.m. per the PG&E outage website. In Napa County, 131 customers without power due to the shutdown in the Aurora area just west of unincorporated Yountville and Oakville. In an outage unrelated to the power shutdown, 3,748 PG&E customers are without power in or near the west of the city of Napa. PG&E is investigating the cause of that outage. And on Tuesday night, PG&E held a press conference for the first time, which they should have done days ago, giving details about the shutoffs. This is forecast to be the strongest offshore wind event since October 2017, said Evan Duffy, a PG&E meteorologist. And with that, PG&E says they will begin their power shutoff on Wednesday between midnight and 4 a.m. to 500,000 customers in Northern California, including parts of Marin, Napa, Sonoma, Solano, and Lake counties. PG&E said they will begin a second de-energizing phase on Wednesday between noon and 5 p.m. to another 300,000 customers, including Alameda, Contra Costa County, where Kathy live, Alameda, where Patty lives, San Mateo, Santa Clara, and Santa Cruz counties. And there is a link in this story which I will post when this video is done. I'll post the web link when this video publishes. And they say, we very much understand the inconvenience and difficulties such a power outage would cause, said Sumit Singh, the Vice President of Asset and Risk Management and Community Wildfire Safety Program at PG&E. On Monday, they doubled their bandwidth on the website, which is still not accommodating an 800% increase in traffic to their website. The site crashed as people looked to see if their home was in an outage area. PG&E says they're working to double capacity again. So, 12:09 they started this, and it takes a few minutes to shut the power off, and it will take, maybe a day or two to turn the power back on again. The guy from Pittsburgh knows what's going on. Now, I'm going to take a shower and go to bed because I've been up since 10 o'clock this morning, and it is 17 minutes to 2, and there will be one advantage. If the power goes off for 3 or 4 or 2 or 5 days, I will get some cleaning done in here. I won't be sitting in front of this computer all the time. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and this all this news has been sent to my entire email list on and off all day. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool as the case may be wherever you are. Stay safe and prepare if you aren't in the area to be shut off yet. Kathy has said that Patty went to Walmart or Safeway, I can't remember which, and they were completely out of ice. So that ought to give you an idea in the area of San Ramon, about 30 miles from here, that people are grabbing everything that isn't nailed down. But ice is a biggie when you're going to have food that's going to spoil. And the other thing, there was a story on KCBS, a woman moved out of her house and checked into a hotel in Berkeley with her children at the Berkeley Marina and took all the food to a friend who is going to have power in Oakland. I don't know how they're going to do that, so the food won't spoil. And she mentioned all the people that lose all their food because of this. Now, of course, there is one other thing. For years, PG&E has fought and lied in every election where cities attempted to take over the power grid and generate their own power, including frequently in San Francisco. And there was a meeting recently here between Walnut Creek, Martinez, Concord, and other cities seeking to take over power generation from PG&E. But apparently nothing happened about that. So that's why it's so important. I tell everybody, if you own a house, go solar. So you get off the grid and you're not giving PG&E money, and the 30% federal tax credit expires in 2020. So you're going to do that now, and some companies will give you extra breaks to put in solar. It may not pay for itself in time, but you won't be shelling out a lot of money to pay for electricity, and when the grid goes down, you'll be up. All right, have a great night. I will keep posted on this story as long as I can until they shut the power off tomorrow. And tomorrow I will go out in the daylight and see if I can get this thing to actually do a video. I'm waiting for the SD card, the micro SD card, which should come in. All right, you cooperate. I'm waiting for the micro SD card to come in today, and I did manage to change the time and date on here, but there's a menu on here, and as soon as that comes in, I will go out and do a video and try to post it before the power goes out. And the problem is, normally I could escape to another area, but there will be no other area with power, so I don't know what I can do. My MacBook is charged, but how am I going to publish to the net if there's no power? And I would assume that all the Wi-Fi networks around here will be out of power too. No one will have the internet or television or radio unless they got a battery-operated radio. And we used to have battery-operated televisions years ago. I got one there. It doesn't work anymore. But when they went digital, you can't use those anymore. I got to get another radio. And you can't even watch the news anymore unless you have a external antenna, because antennas will not work here in Martinez, because the only signals you can get, unless you have a roof antenna on a house, is Sacramento stations. You can't pick up any San Francisco stations. All right, that's it for now. But the blackout has started. Bye-bye.